There's 3 moments that I'll never forget with Cube. The first time I go, hey, O'Shea, if you ever need any help with your role, he goes, hey, man, come here. Hey, nigga, listen. Hey, nigga, listen. It's Cube, right? And I was like, oh, sorry. I'm sorry, right? That was the first moment. The second one was, these didn't happen in this order, but these are the things that I remember. When he knocked on my trailer and he said, hey, man. And he sat in there and he goes, I can't do this cry shit. I can't. I'm not built like that. And I said, what do you mean? Here's what he says to me. Now I'm sitting there looking at him. Now I'm his acting coach. I'm sitting there. I'm going, I got Ice Cube asking me for help because he's got to cry in this scene, where I say to him, you only got one brother left. I said, Cube, the only advice I can give you is if you're trying to cry, you're going to look stupid. Just say whatever you feel when you think about the homies you lost. And he looked at me and he walked out. And we did the scene, and you seen him. I don't remember any tears, but I'm not supposed to cry during that scene, and I'm trying to hold it back. And it was magic for these 2 kids who connected because now he wasn't scared because it doesn't matter if he doesn't cry because he's not supposed to cry, but the grief is in his face. And when I say, hey, man, you got one brother left, that moment connected our souls, I think. And so the third thing he said, hey, man, you helped me out yesterday. You want to hear my new cut? I got a solo album. And he played the music to all of the songs. Maybe he played 3 of them. And Today Was a Good Day. All of those on that
Get
album.
out of here.
All of those songs. And I was like, because obviously no one had heard this music yet. And I was like, well, I love this story. You're a killer. And at the end of it, you go, what was I thinking about? Click, click. And then it goes back into violence. I go, that's you. Now, can you imagine if that guy had tears in his eyes during the scene? He laughed. I went out. Yeah. So that's 2. The third thing I'll never forget is my nickname when I grew up was Cube. Cube. Hey, Cube. And you know how many times on that set, I'd be walking to the set or I'd be sitting waiting between shots in the camera, and one of his security guards, hey, Cube. And I go, yeah. They go, not you, nigga. If I heard that once, I heard it 50 times. Hey, Cube, yes. Not you, motherfucker. Okay, all right, got it.
So what did they call you?
They just never talked to me. But if they were saying Cube, it wasn't to me. It was to Ice Cube.
Wow.
It was to Cube.
Now, let me ask you, how feared was he at that time? Was he a guy that you felt his energy, his alpha, his
100%.
toughness? It was felt.
Because even when he smiled, his eyes would, he'd furrow his brow. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was good. Cube, that was good. I was like, you sure? Yeah, there was a fist fight between a guy and a girl on set, and his security broke it up.
Not acting. It's an actual fight.
There was pop shots. There were the helicopters in the movie were all laid in later, but we would have to stop and cut because there were helicopters. Okay, all right, roll camera. But it's so funny when you see it. You see all the helicopter stuff and the lights and the windows, but that's all laid in afterwards because you don't want to mess up the dialogue when you're recording it.
Wow.
But yeah, that
fight breaks out on the set. Shootings happen.
That was crazy. I'll tell you another quick story. I mean, we could talk an hour about Boys in the Hood.
I'm interested.
So when Boys in the Hood came out, it was a huge hit, obviously, right? Made almost $50-something off a $5 million budget. And back then, that was like $100 million, whatever. But then it went to HBO, an HBO premiere. And back then, they would go, they do ba, 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 and then they'd have the HBO logo, and they go, welcome to movie night on HBO. And then to be an actor from the movie, hi, I'm Cuba Gooding Jr. Tonight, you're going to see a story of redemption of streets and life in South Central. And the camera pans up from me. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Boys in the Hood, right? Well, this was in 92, summer, during the riots, that HBO decides to shoot on the corner of Normandy and Western. And they got my black ass in a limo sitting on the street, and you could see like all these angry black people coming while they're lighting, and we did one take of the camera, two take, and all of a sudden one guy grabs a microphone, another one grabs thing, and then over there like, and then they paid the Nation of Islam to keep security. But you could see as I'm driving away with my publicist, they're just raping the set and all the equipment.
Is that in the shot or no?
No. I probably used the first or second
take. What a story, though.
But I'll never forget that. I was like, why are we here in South Central and they just got over the riots? I mean, it's still a powder keg. It's tender.
That's right by Great Western Forum? Is that, you know, when my dad's, there was a 99-cent store right by Video 2020. My dad was the cashier for 15 years.
Oh, is that right?
At that time, he was a cashier at the 99-cent store then.
That's dope.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.